Confirms Amechi vice presidential candidate. That was the biggest story yesterday. The former speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, a former governor of Rivers State, and of course, former minister of transport, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, yesterday, I was confirmed as the vice presidential candidate to the 2019 and 2023 presidential candidate of the PDP and former vice president of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Remember, during the primaries of the ADC, Amechi came second in a primaries that was maybe not keenly contested, but heavily disputed. There were allegations of, irregularities in the numbers, but somehow there's been series of meetings between Amechi and Atiku, and finally, the ADC had confirmed Amechi as the vice presidential candidate of the party ahead of the 2027 election. Stephen, Amechi is not new in the game. One of the very few politicians that had gone through the ranks, serving as the speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly for 8 years, while he was still pursuing a law degree. He was already an House of Assembly member. And after his tenure as the speaker, he became the governor for another 8 years. That is 16 years. And towards the end of his administration as the governor of Rivers State, there were issues within the PDP. He was part of the 5 governors that went to form the new PDP, and then they joined the All Progressive Congress ahead of the 2015 election. The election produced Buhari, and Amechi, for 7 years and 4 months, was the Minister of Transport in this country. So in that political space, it's quite, he has a very interesting portfolio. And he was also a presidential aspirant under the All Progressive Congress in 2022, the convention that was held in Abuja that produced President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the candidate of the party. Amechi came second, beating the then Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and the likes of Yahya Bello and a few others. So if you look at Amechi's portfolio, it's quite intimidating, looking at the number of years he's had in the system. But the current political space now, especially in Rivers, where the FCT minister and the immediate past governor of the state, Sani Wike, hold sway to the point that even the sitting governor of the state, Governor Siminala Yefubara, refused or withdrew from the APC primaries. And guess who is the APC governorship candidate of the party? Honorable Chinda, a man that up until last month was the majority leader or was the minority leader in the House of Reps, a strong PDP person, went into the APC, contested the primaries of the APC against an APC sitting governor and won the ticket before he went back to the House, and then the House announced that they had resigned his membership of the PDP and joined the APC. That is how much grip Nyesom Wike has on Rivers State right now. What do you make of the candidacy of Rotimi Amechi?
Well, more than anything, I feel Nigerians are powerful, but how we tend to use our power sometimes, it amazes me. And on another hand, it doesn't really amaze me, because at the end of the day, people will do what people want to do. We complain a lot, about leaders. Amazing portfolio, like you said. However, I tend to look at the quality of the person. It's one thing to have this, I've served as this, I've served as that, good, but what's the quality? And one good quality in a democratic system is basically that people affirm and testify to your attributes, right? But in the recent times, personally, I'm not a Rotimi Amechi person, for one reason that is beyond me, maybe a supernatural reason. But more than anything, I really believe that Nigerians can do better, especially with the appointment, selection, and validation of leaders.
Well, I may want to agree with you a bit in respect to personalities of people. But within Nigeria's political space, like I would say, Rotimi Amechi is not, it's like they would always say on the streets, it's not child's play in terms of playing the politics. You go into a primaries and then you defeated a sitting vice president. In that APC primaries, the highest ranked political office holder was Professor Yemi Osinbajo. who happened to be a sitting vice president.
but
And Rotimi Amechi came second in that primaries.
you know the funny thing is this: there were rumors of internal fractures, within the party, and APC is united. I can say at a point, like from the external point, it looks so organized because the people, despite their various interests, they have this understanding that
Let us win the election first.
Yes.
Party supremacy.
Than any other, I dare say, than any other party currently.